Well, I was in Vegas around New Year's,
Uh huh.
and I flew out there, to go see the 50 Cent show,
Definitely.
right? And what's funny is that leading up to the show, there was a viral video that was going around of this girl who said that the 50 Cent show in Vegas was the worst show ever,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it went viral to the point where 50 even commented on it, like on his last night, right? But I can tell you, we went to the show. We were
Right.
fairly close to the stage.
Right.
Zab Judah was kind of to the right of me.
Right.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to
We was
Zab.
chilling.
That's my guy, Brooklyn.
And it was a great show. And I remember I even tweeted about it. I'm like, it was packed. The visuals were great.
Right.
You had male and female backup dancers. That was, like the choreography was dope. The visuals, like all the video stuff that was happening when he was doing certain shows.
Definitely.
He did a bunch of shows, not only his hits, but he did like I'll Whoop Your Head Boy, which is one of my favorite 50 songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was doing more like the underground B-side shit.
Right.
And everyone walked away like this was a great show.
Yeah.
But what was funny is that the worst show ever video was the one that went viral.
Right. Because sometimes, the negative energy spreads faster than the positive. That's like if you go do a donation somewhere or give back to the kids and do a food drive or a clothes drive, it's not going to get as much press as a shootout. You know that. But I feel like her negative comments made us better because I think the last show after her comments was the best show. 50 actually started to talk a little more and he had something to talk about. And sometimes I think hate gives you motivation. Like, when you hear that song, I need you to hate, I need you to hate. Sometimes, hate could motivate you to be better sometimes. You could switch that. Instead of you getting mad and arguing with the person and giving somebody your energy, it's all about energy. You use that energy to, make a situation better for yourself. So sometimes, shout out to her. Opinions are, everybody's oblivious to opinions. Anybody could have an opinion, but I feel like the last show after opinion made the show better. Listen, every show was great to me. Shout out to the Hard Rock. Had always a great time in Vegas. Shout out to them, the food, the accommodations, everything was great there. Had a big suite for weeks. Was living my best life in Vegas. Every show from day one was great. I feel like the last one was the best because of her hate. It felt like, because the hate goes quicker than the positivity. So I felt like with the hate, like you said, that last show was great. And that spread like wildfire when she gave her opinion. Somebody could have, she could work for somebody that doesn't like us. You don't know what it could be. It could be a number of things. Everybody's not going to like you in life, and you just got to be fine with it. And I'm quite sure 50 Cent's fine with it, and I'm quite sure I'm fine with it. But, the press made more people talk about the show.
Well, yeah. And the thing is, you have to be in a position where you're public to really understand this, because from the outside looking in, people don't understand it. But
Right.
like, for example, me and you get a lot of hate online. But when we go outside, people are constantly asking for pictures of us. People are telling us how
Vlad.
much they love our
Vlad.
shit. Like, you think that girl, if she was in front of 50, she would say you just had the worst show ever? Or would she ask for a photo with 50?
Yeah, I don't think she would say that at all.
Right.
But this is one thing I learned about life. There's no sympathy for the winners. If you're winning, there's no sympathy for you. That's it, no matter what you do. The ASAP Rockies, the me, the you, the 50s, there's no sympathy for winners. When you see Diddy and motherfuckers got joke, there's no sympathy for winners, bro. And I realized that. That's why I move accordingly. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Motherfuckers will wanna kill you just cause you're winning. That's how life is. So people, places, and things play a major part in your success and you having this thing we call fame. I never liked red carpet. I never liked doing none of that. I never asked to be famous. It's just something that happened, and God bless, I think, but there's no sympathy for anybody that wins, bro. I don't even, if you could, whatever you doing, scamming, selling drugs, rapping, acting, there's no sympathy.
Well, yeah, one of the best examples of that is, when that Luigi guy killed the CEO of the healthcare company,
Yeah.
people were celebrating it.
Right.
Like, because the whole eat the rich thing, like, yeah, that's what he gets.
Meanwhile,
like,
this man got a family, kids, whatever.
Man got a family. He came from a small town.
But there's no sympathy.
and worked his way up to become the CEO of a major corporation.
There's people in the world that if something actually happens to me or you, Vlad, I'm not trying to put it out there because I don't like to put bad stuff out there, knock on wood, but there's no sympathy. Nobody gives a f. So you have to sit there and live your life. That's why when 50 says some crazy shit, he realized there's no sympathy for winners. When we was at Dave Chappelle house, you know it's the realest thing I ever heard somebody say? He told 50, you're smart enough to know that you're gonna die one day. I sat back and that shit stayed in my head from that day. I'm in a room with that multi-millionaires. He said, you're smart enough to know you're gonna die one day. And it stuck to me.
What do you think he meant by that?
I think he meant the way he works, that he realized that one day he's not gonna be here and you just be fearless. Like, it's the art of not giving a f. Like, why do I give a f? What does your opinion mean to me? When I'm not here, you're gonna care about me for maybe 2 weeks, a week, and the people that really love me, I must be in their heart forever. Especially the times we're in now.